Hey, Meme Hoarder, how's it going? Hello, anyone else who's here? Yes, you are first. Let's get some Terra and Invicta on the way. I almost said Xenonauts too there. I hope you've had a good day. Hope everyone's had a good day. I'm ready to do some Space War. A bit annoying that Terra and Invicta, I have to show you my alt tab, which is a bit annoying. I need to close all this stuff before I start streaming next time. Anyway, how are you going? I love how the music just stops in the middle of loading this because it takes so long to load. I want to get back into the habit of doing at least one Terra Invicta stream a week so we get this campaign finished because it's been dragging on. It's been dragging on for a while. I think we'd probably do with putting the game audio up a little bit. Hey, Spartan Laser, how's it going? It was childish, I'm the first. Now you're the winner. You won. Come on, game. Maybe I should have started the stream after the game loaded. Hey, Mishaps, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Indeed, it is giving me room for dramatic entrance. Oh, wow, look at those space trails. Let me just see if I can change the... There we go. I can actually set Terra Invicta as the source, so I don't have to worry about reading my alt tabs. Okay, first we want to press this button. Nope, I want to play this button. There we go. Right, there is a lot going on here. So the first thing we have to do every time is just reacquaint ourselves with what's actually happening. What have we got building up here? We've got, oh, Atom Smashers are building. That's cool. We've got 0.07 antimatter income. The meme's supposed to be hearted. Hi, Notonius. How's it going? All right. So first things first, I think the thing we always have to do when we start a stream is just check the status of aliens because they can really sneak up on us. So the big mothership fleet is still in Low Glacier orbit. We've got Victor 34 not doing anything. We've got the Doom fleet is coming to Callisto on the 4th of August 2044. We need to be aware of that. We've got a fleet coming to Earth on the 10th of January. It's currently 16th of November, so that's coming soon. This is an alien transfer I'm not too worried about. This is an alien transfer. This is part of that 2044 fleet. This is an alien transfer. These are all transfers or getting into that fleet. That fleet's going to get big. There's a lot of alien fleets hooking up with that other big fleet. We just check our ship situation. So we've got, we need to upgrade this fleet this stream. That's one of my missions, is to get Crayon Cavalry upgraded because we've got those veteran Marines now. So you probably want to build another one of these ships and get it the upgraded Marine component. We've got the Mars, Mighty Martians over by Mars. I think this fleet's fine. I think this fleet is in a good situation in terms of its size. I don't think we need to do much to it. It should be pretty good at defending. We've got the Mercury Brigade. I think the Mercury Brigade needs a... Hey, the King of Knee, how's it going? I think we need a little bit, some more battleships in this fleet. Or no, or more destroyers. It's not too bad. The aliens seem to have laid off attacking Mercury a little bit, so maybe we don't need to worry too much about that. Homesteaders is our station building fleet. We've got the Earth fleet. Don't mess with the humanities. This fleet's pretty stacked. I'm pretty happy with the status of this fleet right now. It's looking pretty good. And then we've also got... What is in this fleet? We've got Maya, Neo. I thought we had something else in here. Just Boscos and Night Skies. So there's a mix of ships in this fleet. Okay, and then finally we've got the Jovian Assault fleet. We've got the Scarlet Dawn fleet, which is in orbit of Callisto. Don't Notorious, she's asleep at the moment. She's fast asleep. I took her to the bathroom before I started playing. More battleships and more destroyers. Just more ships. Well, that is tempting. Before we go, let's fix that. Do what I wanted to do to the... Because we've got the Polaris. We built this and we haven't actually built any of these yet. And I don't think we've built any TRM Class 3s. I think we have. Where is the crash test? Here we go. The crash test Mark II cruiser is ready for an upgrade. Yeah, as soon as we start doing stuff, that's when she'll bark. Exactly. So currently we've got elite marine assault units on this, but we can replace them with Rangers. So these cost just a little bit more, and they're veteran marine assault units, so I actually want to upgrade to have these. And that's the design done. Just we'll call this a crash test Mark III. I have to type over it, don't I? Crash test Mark III. And we'll save the design. I hope I've done that right. Invalid refit. What's wrong with it? Factions may refit. Hull cannot change. Power plant can change. But I'm not changed. Oh, there's no engine. Why is there no engine on this ship? Did I remove the engine by accident? That's weird. Oh, we want to give it a... Is that a boron or is that a Hellion? Oh, no, I can't remember which one it is. Is that a Hellion? I don't think it really matters for this ship. So this is... If we don't care about combat thrust, we're looking at... So 9.4 thrust rating, 10.4. This is the faster engine, I think. This is more efficient and better for combat by the looks of it. 577.2. Yeah, we want to get a Z pinch on this ship. We want 6 of them. There we go. Oops. Oh, I just deleted a Marine. This is a great start. Alright. Now we can save the design. Crash Test Mark III. Okay, we'll get one of those laid down at some point today. And we need to invalidate the old Crash Test Mark II. So it doesn't show up on our ship construction list. And if I wanted to build one of those in Scaffold Shipyard... Crash Test Mark III Cruiser, that would cost me... 560 water, 300... yeah, that's fine. 700, that's a lot of metal. I'm not going to do that right now because we're still upgrading our mines. So let's hold back on building that for now. I don't know why it lost its engine. That was weird. Let's have a look at what's going on Earth. Because we'll do some assignments. So what we've started to do, that's a really useful place to zoom into, is we're starting to push ourselves south with the United States of North America to just try and take on a little bit more of the southern states. So we grabbed a few countries down here last time, and we also had a minor war for Guatemala. I think these guys are going home. Yeah, they're airlifting home, cool. So we look at our next targets. It looks like we're focusing on Belize. That's right, I'm going to take Belize over at 162 days. So we're just working on dealing with unrest there. Have I sorted out my priorities here? Yeah, I have, cool. So our next option is El Salvador or Honduras. These are all terrible countries in terms of their development in this game, and I don't really want to take them over, but I kind of need to get the claims I need further south. Unless, do I just have claims? Yeah, I haven't got any claims on mainland South America, which is what I want to get to. Now, we've got a claim through Georgetown. Yeah, so I could, if I take the Caribbean, I'll have a claim on Venezuela. So this is probably... Oh, actually, I've got the Caribbean. Okay, so we're just working on bringing the Caribbean in. Well, I probably don't want to do anything here at the moment. We'll just deal with public unrest and bring these states online, and then we'll use the Caribbean to jump into South America. And maybe later on we'll just invade these lesser states, but they're not really a great use to us. Let's have a look at the status of the world in terms of unrest. So we've got 5.6 unrest in Belize, 1.5 in the Caribbean, then Saudi. So we just need to kind of do what we've been doing. I didn't say they're terrible countries, TRM. I was very careful. I'm not calling them terrible countries in IRL. I said they're terrible countries in terms of their development in the game. They haven't been looked after very well by the servants, okay? I was not saying that they were terrible countries. Chuck Rambo needs to go fight some aliens in Sri Lanka. We'll get Guy Fawkes to stabilize in... I think it was Belize that was the worst. Yeah, let's go to Belize. So here, where he is. So stabilize here. Then I'm going to get Quiet to stabilize in the Caribbean. Then we're going to get Fire to stabilize in Saudi. I see you trying to catch me out there, though. Also, I've made Frostbot a moderator on the channel, so it should no longer get blocked when it tries to chat into chat. So we'll see if that happens.
We'll turn down the heat.
Distal, I want you to head out to the PDL. And just suppress unrest here. And that leaves Jeremy Clark Dad, who I'm going to use also in Belize, because Belize is pretty unhappy with me. Probably because I said that they were an inferior nation. Okay. When the USNA takes over a new country like Belize, are people happy, like, thank you for protecting us from the aliens? No. Because, unfortunately, they have no idea that the Resistance is taking them over. They just see America taking them over. They don't know that the Resistance are in charge in the shadows. The legitimate American government is still in charge of the United States of North America. They're the ones who took the country over. We just messed around with the paperwork and threw some people off a bridge. Oh, I need to move chat, don't I? Because it's in a terrible location. Oops, that's the whole screen. There we go. Let's move chat. Can I click on chat, please? Yeah, let's put chat up here. Yeah. I don't know what they're really upset about. There must be some pretty epic space jokes going around, though. I mean, I've had a space drug station for a long time. Although, I think the aliens did actually destroy Weed Station Alpha at one point. I've got a feeling they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they destroyed the Weed Station at some point in the campaign, which is pretty hilarious. Alright, I think our assignments are good. Let's unpause the game. We're just going to let things tick over a little bit, and we're just going to get things started. Let's jump out to a solar system view. So we've got an alien, attack on Earth on the 10th of January. Looks like we've got to deal with a fleet base at Neptune. That's cool. Our armored divisions are heading home. What I would really like to do... Ooh, Icequake. Oh no. An icequake has occurred at Gurmo Crater on Callisto. Exogeologists inform us that this result of tidal forces caused by Jupiter. In the same way that Luna creates tidal forces on Earth, this causes seismic activity that warms the interior, cracking the surface ice, allowing tall geysers of water vapor to break through. Suppose these conditions could even allow for life to survive under the ice. My current goal is to clear Jupiter orbit of aliens. So I'm getting ready to build a fleet to clear out their bases around in Jupiter orbit. But to do that, I need to get my mines around on Callisto up and running. So we're mostly saving up base metals so we can upgrade the mines, get them working. Once they're online, we'll be able to deal with the aliens. We're also working on getting our antimatter production online as well. So I can't do any of these. This requires... So apparently... allowed for halves of settlement mining complex or colony mining complex. Don't have any of those built yet. What do I need for this? I need space. So I need a space science module, and only Academy can do this. So we'll just have to focus on repairs. Oh, the colony mining complex was destroyed. That's frustrating. So we have to build another one of those. Defense Station Iron, I think, has had that trap into it twice now. So I need to build another. Where is it? Battle stations. Where is the mining station? Colony mining complex. Because you get another 240 days to get that repaired, and that's wiped out most of our metals. That's a little bit annoying. Hey Polaris, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream.
Order is returning. Order is returning. Order is returning. Things are cooling off.
Violence is abating.
By the numbers.
Pretty much, yeah. I'd love to get that done this stream if we can, but we maybe just be setting up for this stream. So the current situation in Jupiter, just to like, so that anyone coming in is aware, is we are building our bases up in Callisto. The aliens have a presence. Oh, hang on. The game just decided to take us back to Earth, even though I was looking at a different place. So back to Jupiter. We have a small foothold around Callisto. So we've got what? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mining sites. Okay, that's fine. On Callisto, trying to get these resources up, including Utgard, which has 485 base metals available to it. Sorry to see the microphone. Fantastic site. In orbit, we have a station. We have Scorching Sunlight Station, which is gearing up to become a shipyard. This is going to be our inner system shipyard, which is pretty much ready to go. The thing that's holding us back right now is our metals. Is just we're not doing great on resources. Because we've lost a lot of our inner system mines. We do have a fleet here, but it is a defensive fleet. It's not an assault fleet. I've got special ships I want to build for the assault fleet. Now, the aliens, the Hydra, have a presence around Ganymede. So in Ganymede, they have 2 bases on the planet, on the planetoid, on the moon. And they also have 2 stations around the planet. So they've got Swift Justice Station, which I think has 2 fleets orbiting with it. Yeah, it's got Victor 8 and Victor 605. Victor 605 is a pretty beefy fleet at only 960 power, though. They've also got Rising Wave Station, which is on the other side of the planet. Where is it? This Rising Wave? Yeah. And it also has... No, this is the one fleet I just looked at. Rising Justice Station is here. I think it has 1 fleet at the moment. Victor 573, which is a small fleet. So, we're basically gearing up to fight both of these. Now... These bases are covered in layered defense arrays. That's all they have. So we're going to have to siege this out. And to do that, we're going to make use of the Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought, I think. The Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought is... No, this is our new combat doctrine, the Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought. This is the double heavy coal gun batteries and the ultraviolet late phaser cannon. We also have... I didn't mean to click out of that menu. We also have... didn't mean to do that either. I'm going to go to ship class. Here we go. We've also got the Night Sky Neil, Mishaps Neil. If we don't have the Bosco. I'm looking at what's not obsolete here. Yeah, okay. So we don't actually have currently a long-range ship. Because we've got the Neil Mark 5 Interceptor class battleship. This is phasers and lasers. It is a beefy ship, yeah. The Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought. Oh no, we've got the Maya Mark 2 class Dreadnought. So look at this. We need 1,000 base metals to build one Polaris Mark 1. So the Maya Mark 2, I think this is the Plasma one. No, this is just as... Wow, what was I doing when I was last playing this game? So this thing has a 720mm ultraviolet phaser battery, and then two 360mm quad batteries as well, and 4 laser engines. So I think this is the escort fleet. Lancers are the siege ships, but they need to be using, from what I understand, the heavy plasma cannon Mark 3s, which have a range of 1,000 kilometers. Whereas this thing here has a range of 1,000. Okay, interesting. I don't think we ever got a ship with your name on it, Derp. There's no. I don't see any in the history here. Or did you mean just one of the names you've suggested for our ships? So we do need to come up with our sieging strategy. But the priority right now really is getting Callisto up and running, and it's taking a long time to get done. It is taking a really, really long time. Let's just go through our sites really quickly and make sure they're all building. So Utgard's the most important one. We've actually got the Colony Mining Complex here, but I think the problem is we don't have enough power here at the moment. No, we're actually producing. So this is a good start. We've got battle stations under construction here, and yeah, so Utgard is good to go. If I just change to Callisto or Jupiter, I can just go through them all here. So Stone Guardian base is on Ganymede. That's not one of mine. Let's just look at our resistance faction stuff. So this is Scorching Sunlight. So this base is okay. That's Exodus. Alexandria's got its mining complex up and running, but nothing else. Defense Station Iron is still building its. Whoops, click the wrong button again. Is still building its. Autoclave is still building its. Space Ticked Up 2. So you can see most of them are still building their mining complexes. Yeah, those ships are all obsolete, Nortonius. So if you look down the right-hand side of the list here, oh, I clicked on the wrong button again. If we go to design down here, anything that's ticked obsolete, it's just an old ship that I've kept around for posterity. Anything that isn't ticked obsolete is a ship it's in active service at the moment. I'm going to try and siege the stations out. That's the plan. That's why we're going heavy with phasers, because we can use them for point defense. All right, let's get back to Earth, and let's just keep dealing with the situation there. I kind of want to take it easy until we get to the stage where we've got the Callisto farms online, because at the moment we're actually we could actually start building some ships. What do you hate, Dream Knife? My ship history. Do you hate? Does that make your teeth itch? Okay, let's deal with. So we've got some alien ship in Colombo. We're gonna have to do some scanning. Sounds like there could be an alien on Earth somewhere. Let's have a look at our unrest. So we've got 4.9 unrest in Belize. So we definitely want to get Guy Fawkes on top of that. And we'll get Quiet Raccoon. We'll just get everyone to repeat their missions. Actually, let's just put through this properly. So hang on. Saudi Arabia is the next most important one. So we'll get Guy Fawkes to deal with Saudi. I'm slowly rebuilding Saudi Arabia after destroying it. Quiet can go to the EU, which is actually building up a little bit of unrest. Killer clowns are the worst type of clowns. Oh, you hate it. I get it. Hey, Gamer Kane, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for checking out the stream. Fire May. Caribbean states need some support, and then the Gulf states. Okay. So Fire can go to the Caribbean. And we'll send Distal to the Gulf states. And then Clark Dad can spend another turn in Belize. Fair enough. No, I'm not building any hits, don't worry. I still indeed have tin sweating ships, because there's just nothing better. As far as I'm away. Yeah, obscure superpowers, Brian, for TRM there. Okay, so we're going to confirm our assignments for the turn. It's December. We've got an alien attack coming to Earth in January. But until then, things are pretty chill. So we'll just unpause and we'll let the turn play out. We're basically just waiting for our mines to come online, which should be happening pretty soon. We actually, yeah, that's fine. That was destroyed by the... This is a bug from the patch. We're apparently encountering all of the factions for the first time again, but we have actually already encountered them. There's the 10th of Jan mission, right there.
Things are cooling off. Order is returning.
Things are stabilizing.
So that's the fleet we're going to need to deal with. Oh, we got cooed. Damn it. I was trying to stop that from happening. That's why I was spending so much time reducing unrest, but we got cooed in Belize, which is annoying. Supporters protesters did a coup d'etat in Belize, resetting all control points and taking some control there under the regime. You know what? Belize, they can keep Belize. I don't really care. As long as we don't lose the Caribbean, we need the Caribbean to get the claim on South America. We got a nanofac at Defense Station Iron, so that's going to help build things faster there. We've got nanofac at Whoops. Okay, these nanofacs are going to speed things up immensely.
Score one for the good guys.
No, so what happened, Dream Knife, is when the game got patched, it for some reason reset whether I'd encountered those factions or not. So I'm just encountering them again for the first time. What is in this fleet? It is one Dreadnought. Okay, I'm not really that worried about it then. What just built here? Fusion reactor built, cool. Alright, we're just going to take it easy this turn. We're just going to focus on making sure the Caribbean doesn't run away with us. Run away from us. So that's my main focus. Since we lost Belize, I'm not going to really fight to get it back. Everything else is pretty good. So I'll just get everyone to kind of repeat what they did last turn, actually. So Chuck, no aliens to fight. You can head to the Caribbean and just help stabilize it. Guy Fawkes, you can stabilize Saudi Arabia since you're already there.
At your service.
Oh, that was Fire May. Okay, Guy Fawkes, you can stabilize the Gulf.
We'll turn down the heat.
Quiet, you can stabilize the PDL. And I'll just get them all to repeat their missions until something new comes up. And Distal can stabilize the EU. Just me check I haven't missed anywhere. Saudi, EU, Caribbean, United States. Yeah, everyone is pretty fine. Can you go away, Guy Fawkes? I don't want to do that because Clark Dad hasn't got a mission yet. I'm going to get them to go back to. I was going to get them to reduce unrest in America just to be safe.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fighting in this campaign, and we've mostly defeated the aliens. If you go back through the playlist, there's a couple of news reports that I made, and those news reports are highlighting very significant battles that we managed to win. Alright, so we've got this alien attack's going to come next month. I just need to check that all of our states are defended before I end the turn. We're just in that slow between things phase at the moment, unfortunately, but things should speed up pretty soon. Survey location mission aboard, that's fine, that's our spy. So where's that alien fleet? Project complete, Republic of the Southern Cross, that's right. I was considering adding Australia into the Pacific Defense League. That's why I was researching this. I really don't know what else I want to research here. I don't think there's anything. Global ambition increases control point, I'm not too worried about that. Hab living quarters does make it a little bit nicer to live on a hab. Confers 3 miles to control space asset missions on this hab, and destroying it is an atrocity. But there's not really anything I'm that worried about right now. So I'm actually going to set to this, and I'm just going to set it to 0. Because we're also building the Caliphate as well, that's right. Okay, because we also control all of the research. The researching in this game is very complicated and overwhelming. Yeah, we're going to go to Super Australia.
Violence is abating.
That's weird how it didn't give me the option to just repeat and continue.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
Things are cooling off. Things are
In my experience, once you have a colony is ever going to snowball right to be too strong for the aliens. Yeah. Well, I want to get a win. I haven't actually won the campaign yet. This is still my first. This is still my launch campaign. We just stopped playing for a while when I was waiting for this patch to come out. Okay. What we could actually do is I'm kind of curious to try an interception on this fleet, because we can sortie out. So apparently, there's a way to just sortie the ships that are fast enough, but I don't see the way to do that because they're too slow. So people are telling me that in the new patch, if I sortie out an interception and my fleet is too slow, but I have faster ships in the fleet, which I do actually have in this fleet, there's a way to break them off. I'm a bit worried about not getting that to work properly, when instead I could just split them off now. So if we split off, we'll just get all the dreadnoughts out of the fleet. We'll take the monitors as well, and the destroyers. Or is it... No, the Maya's too slow, that's right. It's the destroyers and the monitors we want to take with us. And then this new fleet, which is Romeo 411, is going to intercept the enemy that are coming in, which don't show up on our list yet. But if I select them, I should now be able to intercept them. I think that's done that. Okay, that should have now set an interception for when the next turn starts. Yeah, Romeo 411 is now leaving Earth orbit. Okay, interesting. Oh, so the aliens? Oh no, I thought the aliens had a base right next to Earth, but it's actually far off in the distance down here. All right. We still don't have a lot we can do in terms of the rest of the solar system right now while we are waiting for the mines to complete. Although I could actually lay down a couple of ships. Let's start building up our fleet around Jupiter. So we've got a few. I want to build a Polaris Mark 1, a Maya Mark 2, and I definitely want some Bosco Mark 1s in defense mode. Okay, I'm down to 6 space medals, so that's the start of the fleet there. Now let's... So I got distracted by chat there. I'll keep an eye on what everyone's saying, because I like to interact. We've got the split... Okay. Back on Earth. We should make sure there's no aliens. There's not. So, in terms of unrest, everywhere's still defended. Largest unrest is at Saudi Arabia, so we'll get Guy Fawkes to help out with the unrest in Saudi Arabia, which is slowly coming back to being a real nation. And we'll confirm assignments and we'll end the turn. And we'll just jump back out to solar system view so we can watch the interception. Alright, we're going to have a space battle in just a second. And there's the interception. We have enough Delta V that they can't run away from us. We massively outnumber them. We're going to engage. We're going to start a battle. We're not going to auto-resolve it. We may as well get the fight out of the stream. We're going to come in a close formation. Oh, actually, one tight. We're going to come in a great... No, we want to go for a high wall for this many ships. We're going to go... That's fine. And we want to go center. And then top speed when we come in. And we'll confirm. And I'm not really going to mess around with this. I'm going to set the fleet to padlock. I'm going to set the primary target to the dreadnought. And I'm just going to get them to continue ahead at full. I get what you're saying, Disco Candy. It's a pretty complicated game. Now, how do I make this? There's hotkeys to make all this disappear. I just can't remember what they are. There you go. That's the UI. Now, what's the hotkey for the trails? Is it V? It's V. Okay. No need for clicky string beads in this fight. This is going to be a pretty easy engagement. So these ships here are interception ships. The monitors that are with them are set up completely for interdiction. We could maybe speed time up a little bit. It's not that. Which is the button I'm looking for? It's page down. Okay, let's speed time up a little bit. Oh, that's missile. Oh no, I forgot. There's a nuclear monitor in this fleet. It's just started launching all of its nuclear torpedoes. We don't want it to do that. I don't want it to launch nuclear torpedoes right now. Oh, there's probably about 12 nuclear torpedoes got launched by accident. There was no nuclear weapons order. I've read some really good Aurora 4X Let's Plays. Let's just make sure our fleet defends. Yep, nice. If any of these get through, it'll be hilarious. We haven't actually got a nuke kill yet. Okay, none of the missiles got through. Here comes the, look at that. Look at that PD. You should go down in a second. Yeah, he's taking hits now. He's taking a lot of hits. The aliens must have upped the armor on their ships. Oh. At least in the game you know what you're getting into. Terra Invicta is the same gameplay as Aurora, but pretends to be more user-friendly, and that throws me off. Yeah, user-friendliness is maybe not as much as they maybe suggest for this game. I certainly fight with the UI a lot, although it is much better after the latest patch, I have to say. Okay, that was an easy win. Whoa. I want you to head back to... where is it? Scaffold Shipyard. Confirm. So we got 0.1 exotics from that. Yeah, the PD, it's all about the PD, Linksterbot. It's all about the PD. It's not just missiles, TRM. We're also destroying their their ballistics as well. It's why the new ships are all laser based. Well, we have tin droplet radiators, Dream Knife. We have almost perfect heat dispersion on our ships. Rumi returns to orbit. Rumi is available for operations around Sol. So I think I now need to give... No, they are now transferring to Scaffold Shipyard. Good.
Every circumstance is an opportunity.
I do not like you, Mr. Initiative. You are not a cool person. This is a cool view.
Returning. Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
Oh, okay. We've got an alien coming to bombard one of our older bases. What do we have here? We've got Belial's Pit, what's the base here? Research Station Quartz. Research Station Quartz is quite well built, and it has a layered defense array, so it should be able to defend itself against this ship. Generally, when a small fleet comes into orbit of one of our mining bases, it's able to defend itself. Let's see if they bombard it. Watch out for bombard message up here. Okay, oh, that's so cool that I can just join the fleet. Although I think they need to refuel before that button actually works. Nope, they've rejoined the fleet by the looks of it. Are the destroyers in there? Yeah, they're in there. Cool. So they've rejoined the fleet. That's great. Earth Defense Fleet's looking good. That's a very good question, Dream Knife, how they would handle the heat dissipation in something like a Dyson Sphere. I'm sure that's been thought experimented to death, but I don't have an answer to it. Okay, what just built? All of our fusion reactor farms just built on Callisto, which is great. That's great. We're a step closer. We can also lay down another ship, so let's get that started. So I just want to show Callisto. So we'll add... I'm going to add another Bosco Mark 1 to the queue at this point. And I think I can also add... Maybe get a Night Sky in here as well. Do I have enough money for it? I need 121. That's no, I don't want to do that because that's going to take the delivery from Earth. So we need to wait till we've got a little bit more metal before we build the Night Sky. The Earth Defense Fleet should automatically resupply in the new version of the game, which they're not doing. So thank you for telling me to do that. Oh, okay. We need to defend America this turn, so we'll get Bradford on that. Defend America, please.
Securing our interests.
And how are we doing here? We got 9 days until we can form. We can. Let's just make sure they're allied before I do anything else. They are allied with America, cool. So we're going to start bringing them into America next turn. In terms of unrest, how are things looking? Almost no unrest across the board. When was the last time you saw a board like that for me with just so little unrest? That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, it's fixed a lot of stuff, Disco Caddy. A lot of stuff. It's also got the ability to set your fleet formation before combat starts in the combat thing, rather than having to do it
Standing by for orders.
on the fly.
We're going in.
Okay.
Where do you
I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to try and set national policy with Clarkdad and hope it triggers after they've formed a new government in the Caribbean. And I think we're going to start. So we get, if we take the Caribbean, we get a claim on Georgetown, which is, where's Georgetown? We already have a claim on Georgetown. Cool. Is Georgetown here? I want to claim on Venezuela, which we get through Georgetown. I'm not sure where I get this claim. Okay, we do. Right, that's a problem. So I'm not actually going to get this claim because the European Union has the claim on South America, not America. What else do I get a claim on? Kourou, which is here, which is part of the European Union, of course. And we also get a claim on Willemstad. Where's Willemstad? Which is part of the European Union. So this is not going to work as my way into... So we can go through Panama, because that gets us a claim on Guatemala, which we have. So we have a claim on it from there. This is so complicated. I need to find a way to get in here, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it right now, because what we could look at is setting up this. Super Australia. So New Zealand has a claim on... Australia has a claim on New Zealand. Claim on Numia, which is part of the EU, which doesn't help me. Or claim on Apia, which is part of the Pacific Defense League. Okay. So I've got a claim on Australia through this country here. So we can actually start working on Australia. So let's send the team in. And we'll just do a blast of public campaigning this turn. And then we'll push to actually bring Australia online.
Reporting in.
Move over Murdoch. There's a new campaign in town. Yeah, we keep the series. Oh, I want to know because of the game trailer. Which factions first we're going with? I'm with Resistance. We're pretty far on Dream Knife. We're pretty deep in war with the aliens. I'm mostly just playing with the world. I currently control most of the Middle East. I control all of the former European Union and Russia as one superstate. This is all one country now. I also control the United States of North America, which includes Canada, and I've been working my way south. I also control the Pacific Defense League, which is an amalgamation of various countries in the Pacific, sort of in a combined defense against China and India. And what I'm looking to do now is bring Australia into the Pacific Defense League to form the Republic of the Southern Cross, but I don't think they'll be able to do that. They'll just become part of the Pacific Defense League. That's the plan there. Okay, let's confirm assignments. I don't think we've got any ships coming in anytime soon. Aliens, nothing's coming in anytime soon, is it? Localist to orbits, that's still happening on the 4th of August 2044. That's a year away. That's just the aliens coming together. Yeah, there's no aliens on the horizon. So things are going to be a little bit... we're basically just going to start building this fleet around Jupiter. Okay, they've resupplied, that's great.
Securing our control.
Malaysia is tinged green. I don't think I have... Oh, I have gained access to the Research Archives Resistance. I've also acquired 2,000 data from their archives. So the servants... Not the servants, I can't remember who he works for. Oh, are stealing research from us. I don't really care. It's the Academy. I don't really care that they're stealing research from us. Although who he's getting in through, all of our guys have really high security. So you said...
Sentiment is increasingly with us.
Clark Dad failed to gain public opinion in Australia because he's that terrible. You said Malaysia's tinged green. Oh, it's a bug. Don't worry about that. It's a bug. This glow down here, that's just the coast. If I change the borders to ownership, faction control, you can see what I own. So everything that's light blue is owned by me, which is a lot. Yeah, resistance is basically resisting. That doesn't make a great sense. Okay, what has Humanity First done to Australia? We've got very high inequality. We've got a declining per capita GDP. We've got absolutely no unity, but we've got advanced education. So they basically ruined Australia. We're going to take it back over. Can any of our legends just instant purge any of the control points? 47%. We could grab 2 control points this turn if I spend the influence on it. We'll get you to purge that control point. We'll get Quiet to purge out this control point. That gets us control of the nation when let us get the executive control point, which gives us control of the nation. Now, the other thing we've got to do that I forgot to do is we need to bring the Caribbean into the United States of North America. So we'll do that.
Your orders?
Don't forget, there's also a Cold War scenario coming in as well. Just defending the US there. Chuck doesn't have anything really to do here. We're going to just keep pushing public opinion in... actually, let's check our unrest. Okay, we've got 1.4 unrest in Saudi Arabia. That's the only one I need to clamp down on. We'll get fire to public opinion in Canberra. And that's good for that. Let's confirm assignments. Well, we're going to fix Australia. We're going to make Australia great again. Yeah, I've collected most of the globe. We went very hard in the early game to take Europe. All of my mission control, so most of the mission control that I have is in Europe.
We've moved the needle.
Up 68% public opinion, that's good.
Mission complete.
All right, I want to federate with the Caribbean states.
Wrapping up here.
Cool. And then we'll be able to bring them into the United States of North America pretty soon. Oh, that was a fusion reactor coming online in Callisto.
Associates are now in charge.
Okay, we purged humanity first out of Sydney.
Our
We
people
purged
have
them
taken
out.
control.
So we now control all of the points in the country apart from one, which we'll get next turn. And then we'll have control of Australia. Army under his control. Yeah, we've taken an army over. So first things first, we need to fix our priorities in Australia because Humanity First have just made a mess of this country. So reset all of this. We need to focus on welfare, unity, a little bit into the economy, a little bit into knowledge. Definitely no spoils. No funding. Actually, maybe we want a little bit of funding. What does funding give again? Funding directs natural resources into legitimate government private efforts to support space programs and other goals. Well, not profitable spoils. No, we don't need to worry about funding right now. We're going to focus on these three. I need to get the last point out. It's an amazing game crippled by convoluted control systems and obtuse UI. Yeah. It is hard to make a deep game like this and keep a good UI. You are right there.
Ready.
So we need to purge out the executive control point in Australia, which I can do with 128 influence.
Terminating the opposition.
That should bring that country under our control.
Ready for my mission.
I'm going to try and do something a little bit weird, and I'm actually going to queue up a defend interests here in the hope that I can... We've got guerrilla warfare. Actually, what we need to do is we need to focus on suppressing unrest here. We got so much unrest in Australia, I do not want to get
Ready
cooed.
for orders.
So I'm just going to get everyone to suppress unrest in Australia.
Standing by for orders.
I don't know
Will restore.
who is who is forming a guerrilla war in Australia, but there is a guerrilla war in Australia that we need to clamp down on.
Make things safe.
I'm here.
And before I commit the turn, I want to make sure that none of our states are unguarded. No, they're all guarded. Okay. So that's Australia sorted. It's the 16th of February. We can probably lay down some more ships. So let's do that. Ship construction. And we want to change this to Callisto. So we've got one Polaris, one Maya, two Boscos. Let's get another Polaris under construction if we've got enough money for it. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's all of the build queues in this location under use, so we're not wasting any time there. And let's go back to this view and we'll unpause the end of the game. Oh, we got proton fusion.
Distinction between knowledge by description and knowledge by acquaintance. Soon, so very soon, our understanding of distant worlds will not stem from mere readings and photographs, but instead from walking upon alien soil.
So, T-Rem, what I think they were doing was when the patch hit, the AI factions got a little bit more intelligent about how to control their nations, and I think they've been trying to fix the messes they've made. Oh, she just woke up. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to let her out to go to the bathroom. I'll be 2 seconds. Bear with me. Never mind, she didn't want to go outside. She wanted to go upstairs. It's the Emu War is what it is. Yeah, I think I think the AI is trying to fix the damage it caused by mismanaging all of the nations it's over. Since the beginning of the modern age, we have reached for the stars above, and since the revelation that there is indeed life on other worlds, we have sought their knowledge for ourselves. To achieve this, we will also need to claim the power of the sun for ourselves. To be specific, recreating the fusion chain that occurs within the heart of a star. Since the day we first accomplished nuclear fusion in space, we've created ever stronger electromagnetic containment fields, we've designed multi-layered reaction chambers, and we have developed even more potent fuel sources. By combining all of these advances, we've at last mastered the most energetic fusion reaction in the universe, proton-to-proton fusion. Using a complex yet elegant web of electromagnetic fields, we press the photons together in our reactors, mimicking the extreme pressure and temperature of a sun, TRM, and fuse the protons into helium atoms. This reaction releases its massive energy as a pure electromagnetic radiation and electrons. Both of these can be harvested by solid-state collectors reactors, then transformed directly into energy. This enables the conversion of breathtakingly efficient fusion reactors and will allow humankind to spread its wings like never before. Increases global nuclear fusion tech by 1, buffing the world against energy crisis. All right, so we need to look at another technology to research. And if you haven't seen it before, this is the technology tree for this game. It's nuts, and I don't know what else we really need to get out of it. We're pretty much at the end of it. We've got antimatter propulsion and interplanetary politics under construction. The slowly growing whiffs were quite funny. We could get targeted biological warfare, which would just make us much better against defending against the aliens if we need it. Accelerando, I can't remember what this does. Induce inflection points in global empire. The economic priority, we'll get Accelerando going, just because I read that book once. Okay, Accelerando is underway. Let's do our turn. Yes, the full tree does not crash the game. That's another great advantage. It no longer lags my computer out when I open it.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Okay, Australia's gone down from guerrilla warfare to strife, so the
Violence
EMU
is
guerrilla
abating.
warfare is over. Caliphate is done. Caliphate gains a claim to the following legions, so we can now combine Saudi Arabia and the United States, United Emirates, into one country, the Gulf states. What do I want to research? There's only so many things left. Oh no, this is an engineering project. I'm not bothered about any of these. Okay, she has now realized that she didn't get to go outside a second ago and now wants to go outside. So I will be right back.
We're in control here.
I've just been chatting away, and no one's heard me. Sad. I was just saying that T-Rim was right. She does tap dance, and she's all sorted now. And then I was saying, and now we control Australia. So you didn't miss that much. I was just waffling away about how the fact that we now own Australia. It is our place. I'm going to be careful with what I'm saying there. Let's defend the Defense League.
Securing our
We need to
control.
also defend Australia.
I'm here.
We need to check on the unrest in Australia. It's at 4.7, so it is potentially a target for cooing. So we need to get that unrest down really quickly. That's really important right now.
Ready for my mission.
And we'll get Clark Dad just to work on unrest in Saudi Arabia. But what we can actually do is we can set national policy here. Are they allied? Yeah.
Your orders?
And I'm going to get them to federate with the Gulf states. How long till we can bring the Caribbean in to... Where's I can check this again. Here we go. 14th of August 2043. So not that long before we can bring the Caribbean states into United States and North America. Now that we've got Australia, we need to start working on New Zealand, and we'll get them combined. Once we've got them combined, we'll bring them into the Pacific Defense League. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, now you wanted me to check out Victor 624. Let's have a look at what Victor 624 is doing. I'm going to find them on the list here. 605, 325. You think Humanity First would really fund the EUs to help the top of the Australian government? No, they were fighting. They were losing the war. The guerrilla warfare was against their control. I can't find Victor 62. This is Victor 624. That's it. They are just moving across. They're rallying with Victor 535, which is currently docked at Silver Fortress Station, which is one of their main stations. I think I've done everything. Everywhere is defended. So we've got Australia being defended and Pacific Defense League. Yeah, cool. All right, let's just keep the turn ticking over. Oh, I need to confirm assignments.
Protecting our interests.
Securing our interests.
And yeah, we kind of need to just spend some time waiting for our ships to be built. Okay, so here's my favorite part of the game. We get to name our ships. Thank you again to Many-Headed Mishaps for putting together our name list system. Let me just get that up and running. Terra Invicta name list. So Many-Headed Mishaps has created a program for us that will let us name ships from the community. Where are my pins? Pins, here we go. Channel, here we go. So I can just run this program and it'll pull a name out of the name list for me. I just need to boot it up because I didn't have it ready to go. So let's have a look at the ship. And I want to run this. And I want a ship name, please. By the way, this runs much faster than it used to. I don't know if you've done anything to it, but it's running really quickly. Okay, so Romeo 403 here is going to be renamed. That's the name of the fleet. Sorry, it's the ship I want to check out. It's this ship here, the Intrepid. Is going to be renamed the Battle of Mercury. Is that a reference to that horrendous battle where we lost our entire fleet? I think it is. This is the Battle of Mercury. And we need a fleet name, so let's grab a fleet name out of the system. All right, our attack fleet that is going to deal with the aliens is just mathematicians. Mathematicians. I do not want to spell this wrong and be ridiculed. Mathematicians, save name. So we've got just mathematicians. This is the first ship in that fleet. We should get some more popping out pretty quickly. It's running better. It used to be a bit laggy for me. Now it's running really, really better. There was indeed a war against emus in Australia's history, yes. If you check it on Wikipedia, it even has the layout of any other wars where it has like the belligerents involved and what the weaponry involved was. And you see that the Australians actually had a machine gun. Well, it runs like a dream now. Did I type it wrong? Are you serious? I need to fix that. Okay. Just mathematicians. Did I spell that wrong? Mathematicians. Oh, okay, hang on. Like that. Thank you.
Violence is abating.
Oh, we can also queue up another ship.
Violence is abating.
Hey Zach, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. The EBUs did indeed win. So that was I've got a Polaris. Let's get another Maya Mark II. And then I think we need to think about, I think we're gonna go in with just with this fleet and see how it does. I'm not sure if it's the right fleet to go with. Only culture ship names should be used. There are a lot of culture ship names in my name list.
Space is just like an endless cosmic oil field, waiting to be drained by whoever's smart enough and rich enough to get there first. Black gold is back, baby, back.
I really do not like Chairman Soren Van Wyck.
Impromptu comments made to paparazzi outside a nightclub in Cape Town.
Now that we're able to generate antimatter on industrial scale, well, not quite, we can at last investigate how to convert the incredible energies generated by matter-antimatter collision to high-speed space travel. Containment, rather than propulsion itself, has been the most pressing issue to address, for even the smallest unintended meeting between opposing particles could rip a ship apart. On both fronts, electromagnetic fields are once again our closest ally here, both containing and directing these destructive forces wherever we see fit. A further complication is that proton-antiproton collisions also generate gamma rays, which are deadly radiation. In other words, however, our prior breakthroughs in atomic manipulation enable us to create ultra-lightweight nanomaterials to act as radiation shielding, both throughout the ship and within its crew's clothing. All of this means that employing a near preposterous degree of health and safety measures in addition to bleeding edge technology, but the destination very much justifies the arduous journey. We'll have the capability to travel and harness the distant stars like never before. So now we can unlock the Peon Torch, which I do want to research. I don't even know what's worth honestly getting from what's left of the list. I'm just going to start taking things from the top and working my way down it. But we're going to get Peon Torch. Is it not available yet? Okay. We have to wait for it to unlock. Oh, thanks, TRM. Yay, we got antimatter fusion reactants.
One would think.
Oh wow, everything is popping off.
Is the one who stands over us, whip in hand. But no, it is the unseen and distant master, issuing his uncaring edicts from afar, whom we most yearn to overthrow. Commissioner Kevin Banerjee on CNN.
Does that mean you have to wear your antimatter vest inside the shower? Or maybe the showers are protected by the antimatter things. If there's one lesson to be learned from the history of human society's colonization of distant lands, is that remote rule proves only sustainable under absolute tyranny, and all that bloodshed that entails. Yep. A growing desire for independence from far-off homeland is inevitable, and conflict in the pursuit of it is a given. There will be just as true for our off-world colonies as it was for America and Africa and Australia centuries ago. If we do not establish a workable solution now, earthbound humanity and spacebound humanity may well have become locked in a Cold War spanning light years. The need then is to establish policies, laws, and systems in which our colonies are beholden to their homeworld, particularly in terms of sharing off-world resources with it, yet free to make their own day-to-day decisions, choose their own leaders, and defend their own borders. No matter the breakthroughs we might make in the speed of data transfer, it seems unlikely they will cross the light bar within the near future. For governments to depend upon waiting for answers to take hours, days, or weeks to arrive would be a slow suicide for both sides. If we are to remain one humanity, even as we slowly spread out across the cosmos, we must ensure our colonies are self-sufficient, content, and therefore loyal. Now, not later. Just keep the shower shorter than 10 minutes once per 3 days, you should be good. Well, that's good to know. Nothing says crew safety like making every single crew member wear radiation shielding when wandering on the ship far from the reactors. So we now get independent habitats unlocked at some point. And I'm just going to start building, like grabbing some of these researches. Resistance Fleet Command is not responsible for medical complications due to exceeding that.
Policy direction complete.
Why am I selecting a policy? Oh, I can't federate. Well, that was a little bit of a Hail Mary. I need to check why that happened. Peon torches are available for research. Excellent. Alright, we're going to go all in on that. Con Infinity was actually quite good fun. Alright, we've got a new mining complex. We've now got 2,000 metal income. That's a huge jump. Oh, we got another one up running. Another one. Okay, just massively increased our resource income. That's exactly what we've been waiting for. We've got another ship being launched as well. It's going to join the Just Mathematicians, and then we're going to go there. And we need to name this ship as well. Oh, we're not going to go there apparently. Where is Callisto? Here it is. I've taken the long route to get here, but that's okay. I want the just mathematicians fleet. And we've got the Fortitude, which needs to be renamed. Let me grab a new name for that. This is a cool name for a cool ship. This is the Sun Devouring Serpent. I do love the names that people suggest. Okay, Sun Devouring Serpent with its 4 60mm ultraviolet phaser batteries. Feels like a good name. Certainly harnesses the power of the sun. Okay. Oh, that's actually another ship we can lay down. Callisto. No, I want to go to ship construction. I want to go to Callisto. We need to keep an eye on our mission control. We are getting quite close to the top of it. I might need to build another space station to increase our mission control. That is one thing that could be a problem. Global warming is fine, Game of Cain. Totally fine. Well, I'll check it out in a second. I pretty much avoided global warming by just playing the game. Let's build. So we've got 2 Polarises. We've got 2 Mayas. Let's get some more... we need some more Bosco monitors. These things are really, really useful as defensive ships. So if I have a look at the intel window. All right, King and E, thank you very much. Thanks for hanging around. And we take a look at global. So global temperature only is plus 1.5 degrees. Global sea level only is plus 30 centimeters. Atmospheric carbon dioxide is up by 1.2 degrees C. Methane is up by hardly anything. Nitrous oxide is up by hardly anything. I think we're doing pretty good. That's a good point, Tyrion. We do need to start looking at getting that mission control station up and running. Where are we going to put it? I guess we put it in Earth orbit. So let's head back to Earth. And let's get into the space station. I need to zoom out a little bit more and then click on Earth. There we go. We've just found a ring. It's going to cost us 358 and 60 boost. That's nothing. We'll put it... Where do we want to put it? We'll put it in high Earth orbit. It doesn't really matter where we put it. We'll find the ring. I need a name for the ring station. So what's a station? A station is B. Woof, this is a name. It's definitely not Cloud Switch Station, I'll tell you that much. For free. This is, it's going to take me a while to type this out. This is Regina, the 69th parallel. Don't know what that's a reference to. Nope, spelled that wrong. Parallel. There you go. So, to get this started, let's get a fusion reactor farm. Which we're going to build. We might as well build it on Earth, because it's going to cost us way less resources. We need to get a battle station, which we have to build in space. Now, that's going to cost us a lot of resources. That's going to completely empty us out for now, but we'll let that get building. Let's get Earth sorted. We need to defend the PDL, by the looks of things. Hey, Squall, how's it going? I skipped a few episodes before the gap, so I don't know if something happened. We've mostly taken Callisto, and we're getting ready to deal with the aliens' presence around Jupiter. And I've taken even more of Earth. We've just grabbed Australia, which we're going to bring into in 163 days. We should be able to bring that into our home, basically, into the Pacific Defense League. I just remember to ally with everybody. Hey, it's okay. We'll have another 2,000 in next turn. It's fine. Okay, we need to check on unrest. So we still have pretty high unrest in Australia and some unrest in Saudi Arabia, but that's it. Why couldn't we federate Australia and the Gulf states? That's the question I want to ask. Randomly, I can federate apparently with Australia. Oh, I can go independent. But we don't actually have a claim? Is that correct? So Dubai has claims on Caliphate. Huh, so how do I form the Caliphate? I thought I could just bring these two together. I don't understand that mechanic. Well, that's not important right now. Let's get the ball rolling here. Chuck doesn't have to find anything. We'll get Clarkdad to put down unrest in Saudi Arabia, which you'll notice is starting to sort itself out. Look, Unity is going up. Saudi Arabia, the Gulf States. I don't know what I said, but yes, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf States. Yes, I'm looking forward to more Xenonauts. I will try and get another video out tomorrow, but I have quite a busy night. but I will try and get another one out tomorrow. And then we're just going to put down unrest in the city.
We'll turn down the
Consolidating Terra and territories is all well and good, but what's going on with the Lunar and Martian theaters? Pretty much nothing, honestly, Dreamknife. Unless I want to kick out the AI, which I have kind of been ignoring.
Ready for orders.
You know what we could do?
orders.
So if we have a look
Yeah.
in Earth orbit, we've got Academy. I can't remember who the initiative, I think that is, and Humanity First in Earth orbit, and that's it. I kicked the baddies out, but the servants and the other people we don't like do have a presence around the moon. So we could take these two stations out, and we could also kick them off the moon. You release the Caliphate. Okay, so I do that through set national policy. And then we could also maybe kick them out of Mercury. Mars is a bit of a mess. We could actually deal with getting rid of the servants around Mars. They've got this station here. What's it got in the way of defenses? It doesn't look like it has any defenses. So we could take this station out, get rid of it. I'm just going climbing, T-Rev. It's nothing that exciting. Okay. We also got some... what are these guys called again? I forget the name of the faction. The other one, the Protectorate, which we hate. So we could also get rid of the Protectorate stations. To do that, though, we need to build at least one more crash test cruiser and upgrade the other one. So that's our next job. We'll build another crash test cruiser. How long is it going to take? Well, how much do they cost? Ship construction. And if we want to build this at Scaffold Shipyard, we want a crash test Mark III. I need 749 base metals to build that ship. And we'll start clearing the other factions that we don't like out of Mars orbit. How about that? Oh, Distal Bradford needs a job. Oh, he needs to defend Pacific Defense League. Doesn't need defended. No one needs defended. Okay, he can just go to Australia then.
Reporting in.
I'm not having Australia cooed out from under me. Thank you. Alright, I'll look into setting national policy in the Caliphate next turn then. Let's confirm assignments and unpause. So Doomfleet's on its way, but it's still a long way off. There's a big stream of alien ships kind of floating around here. Oh, independent habitats. Mission control cost of all halves reduced by 15%. Are you serious? That is huge. That is a massive buff. That's going to free up so much mission control.
Things are cooling off.
Okay, Australia's down to subversion. 1.7. Down to peaceful. Australia is now peaceful. We have brought peace to Australia.
Things are cooling off.
Just like we forcefully ended Brexit with Burgoyne, we've now brought peace to Australia. And we have enough for a crash test. This guy's a weakness for sales. Let's do ship construction. It's not going to take very long at all, is it, Tier? Our research is just so strong. Alright, we're going to build our crash test Mark III at Scaffold Shipyard. And we also want to refit the one that we've got in orbit here, but I don't think we've got enough resources for it at the moment. Crown Cavalry Fleet. Destroy. Where's the refit button? Land on surface, undock. Scuttle ship, set home port. How do I refit a ship again? I think I do it through this menu. And then, yeah, I need to go into ship construction. Then I need to go refit docked ship. I need to click on this button here. It's going to cost me 18. Yeah, we can refit that at this position here. I've also got a bunch of random ships that are actually able to be refit, which is interesting. I envision you a bit like the Emperor Palpatine talking about bringing peace and prosperity to the Republic. Battle of Mercury and Sun Serpent? I've been in out a bit. It's just 2 ships have been built? Yes, just those 2 ships mishaps. Need to track the ships that got built to remove them from the nameless pick later. Those are the only 2 ships that got built. We also got a base and a fleet. So mostly mathematicians and... Oh no, another ship got built. Regina, the 69th Parallel, got built as well. And that's a base. Opposite of Brexit was called the British Colonial Empire. No, one nation, one world. That's what we're going for. Remember, a gun in every hand. Even for children, is a quote of mine from before. Okay, confirm assignments for the turn. Looks like what do we get built up here? Okay, more mining facilities just got built around Callisto as well by the looks of it. Unless that's old notifications that I haven't cleared, which is quite likely. So we're basically dealing with basically no unrest anywhere in the world right now. So we can start working on getting our hands on New Zealand. So I'll get one person. We'll get Clark Dad to deal with unrest in Saudi Arabia. We'll get Distal to deal with unrest in Australia. And then I'm going to do a stabilization bomb. No, a public opinion bomb on New Zealand to get them to love us.
What's the op?
One nation, one world seems pretty British Empire. Okay, fair enough. Maybe that wasn't the right way to put it. I apologize. We'll do a bunch of public opinion here.
Ready to go.
At your service.
At your service.
Do you not have fire?
Ready for orders.
Yeah, you do have public campaign. Cool.
We'll
Oh,
make our
TRM. How did I know that was you?
reporting in.
And then, so you're saying if I set national policy in the Middle East, I can release the caliphate? Let's have a look at that. Chuck can go in and do that. Okay.
Time to make our move.
Okay, right. That's all done. Confirm assignments. Let's just check the alien fleet movements. Just make sure that we're not missing anything. So, that's still moving to Callisto orbit for 2043. You don't care about Carusa. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay. There's no other alien movements towards any of our stuff at the moment. They're being very quiet. Considering that, you know, we're at the we're kind of pushing them a little bit right now. Alert! We've encountered the aliens. That's such a funny bug.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Things are stabilizing. Violence is
A fleet just left this location over here. This fleet here just left 16 Psych.
Is moving in our direction.
Oh, it's getting it's docking with another fleet. That's fine.
Mission complete.
So if I grant independence, I can grant independence to the Caliphate. So if I do that, what happens? Grant independence to a breakaway state or release a new nation from those with claims on one or more of the nation's regions. You will gain all its control points. Requires consolidated executive control. Is this what I want to do? We'll find out. Let's find out. The Caliphate to control the Jeddah region from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia will gain a claim on the region. Okay. Independence. Saudi Arabia, under control of has granted the Caliphate independence. The nation will remain on a friendly relationship following partition. So now I've got two separate nations here. I can combine them into one, which is funny. A large wildfire has broken out in Madrid again. We can help, so we should. How are we doing on control points? We're fine. Okay, we've got a new colony mining complex built on Callisto. That's great. Another one's done on Callisto. That's even more resources for us. We do need to have a look at Half-Life 2 at Black Mesa Station as well. Okay, so first things first, what are our priorities in the Caliphate right now? I don't know. Oh, it's gone for the standard resist, which we do not want. Space program, no, I don't care about space program. I want to copy what I've got here. So we want 2, 2, 2. Oh, I need to fix the first spot. Oh, so is first spot getting blocked, or is it actually posting okay at the moment? I've already kind of wrecked all of the Middle East in terms of oil money. There's not really anything left there, which is why I have to spend so much time suppressing unrest here. And I'm doing one in military and one in spoils, apparently. So that's how I've got it set up. Okay, so I'm guessing now I want the Caliphate, which, how long? So it's going to wait till the 13th of July, and then we can start federating the rest of these. Let's ally it with everyone that we've got. Okay, and then how's unrest and stuff here? Unrest is fine, it's peaceful. Does Spain get wildfires often, IRL? Yeah, that kind of area is susceptible to them. There's wildfires in Greece right now, which is over here. Wait, did I just incorrectly select Greece? I did. Greece is down here. I can't believe I thought Greece was here. There's wildfires in Greece at the moment. Cool. I made Firstborn a mod, which should fix it. Firstborn only gets blocked when they talk about betting. Let's just check that. I'm not actually going to do a bet right now. I just want to check if that's been fixed. So ignore this bet. Betting on nothing. 1, 2. Let me know if that gets blocked. I've stopped the bet so nobody can bet on it. I just wanted to check, did that get blocked or did that come through? Okay, so we need to defend. God, the unrest is actually unsettling as to how low it is. So Chuck, so we'll need to get Distal to defend the Caliphate. Do we need to defend anywhere else? The Caribbean states need defended, okay. Cool, that's great that he's no longer getting blocked. We need to get Quiet to defend the Caribbean states. How long before they can join the United States of North America? 14th of August, it's still a little while away. That's great news. Okay, next up, we're looking at taking over New Zealand. Public opinion there is in our favor. We could probably just bomb out. We could probably just purge out the control point right now. So this is going to cost us 5 control points. That's fine. We can afford that easy. So we're going to purge out the legislature in New Zealand. And I'll get the rest of the team to suppress unrest here. Because it's at insurgency level. Because Humanity First don't know how to manage a nation.
Ready for orders.
Where to?
I will get you to stabilize here.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Cool. Okay, confirm assignments. Cancel this out, and we'll get a new turn going. I feel like, although that not a lot, I feel like we're actually making really good progress this stream. We're getting ready for war. We're building our war fleet in Callisto orbit, which I'm really excited for. How is our research going?
Order is
It's
returning.
gonna take a little bit of time. Okay.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating. Our people have taken control.
We've purged out the control point in New Zealand. So now we can start dealing with the regions, with the priorities here, because they'll be terrible. So a little bit of economy. We'll do a little bit of economy. We want welfare. I'm not too worried about knowledge, because we're really high on knowledge here. But I definitely want military. Unity, sorry. We'll put a little bit in there. Two new alien fleets have just been built. Okay, a whole ton of stuff got built again. So we've got a bunch of support stations have been built on Callisto. We're gonna have to spend probably next stream. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time at the start of the stream just upgrading all those bases again, building battle stations on them and agricultural complexes and stuff, just to reduce the tax we're having for them. We need to defend with Distal. We need to defend the Saudi Arabia. And we need to defend with Quiet the Gulf States this term.
Ready for my mission.
I always want to click the confirm assignments button to confirm somebody's turn. It's a huge issue that I have with this game. I always want to click that button instead of this button down here.
Securing our interests.
Ready.
Okay, then we need to finish purging out with Guy Fawkes New Zealand to take control of it. I want to purge it. Yeah, 96% chance. Wow. Knock that up to 98. And then Chuck, do we have... How's unrest looking? So we've got 2.8 unrest in New Zealand, 2.2 unrest in Australia, 1.1 unrest. So I need a little bit of unrest work this turn. So Chuck, you can deal with unrest in New Zealand.
We'll restore peace.
Fire, you can deal with unrest in Australia. Jeremy, you can deal with unrest in the Pacific Defense League.
We'll make things safe.
Whew. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to do before I end this turn is I want to go to Black Mesa Station. Just check the status of it. So this is the station that's building that's creating our... Why did it select Scorching Sunlight? I want to go to Black Mesa. Black Mesa is where we have our Atom Smashers, which we need to upgrade into Super Colliders, of which I've got one upgrading at the moment. Where is the Super Collider? Here. Here we go, Super Collider. 240 days. I want to set a couple of Super Colliders. Okay, I only afford one of them. We need to do the maths here to work out how much more power I need. But there's another Super Collider under construction. And let's get back to moving time forward.
Making things safe for our people.
Securing our interests.
No one has a presence outside the inner system, do they? No. We're the furthest out at Jupiter. No one's further out than us. Okay, we've got an alien fleet completing transfer. That's
Things are
fine.
stabilizing. Things are stabilizing.
Okay, they are actually bombarding Ferris Station. This is a big fleet. The Ferris Station is probably not going to be able to defend itself.
Order is returning.
See if there's any results up here. Okay, we have Crash Test Mark III launch. That's another ship name we need to grab. Interesting ship name. So this is the calcination. And we need it to form up with the other crash test, which is currently still under construction. Oh wait, did I just rename a ship that was already named? I may have just renamed a ship that was already named. I wasn't actually... I don't have a notification of that. We have launched the Crash Test Mark III Cruiser Courageous from Scallop. I may have just renamed a ship that was already named. That could be a problem. The fleet is called Crayon Cavalry, though.
Now.
Cool, we control New Zealand. Let's call it Crayon Cav for now. And let's set this up. Alright, we'll get New Zealand back on track. Oh, we need to ally it with everybody as well. Let's never forget to do that. That's super important, so we can defend ourselves. And we're about to New Zoin, bring New Zealand. Oh, our mining cruise at Defiance has celebrated an unexpected yet welcome discovery. During a routine excavation, a sudden rockfall exposed previously undetected deposits of valuable materials. A subsequent resurvey by geologists confirmed the findings. These additional reserves will no doubt be able to sustain operations in the solar system for decades more. So we conduct additional surveys, which has a 74% chance of increasing their... Okay, it's a win-win no matter what. So we got the 25% increase, that's fine. It was previously the Courageous, so I doubt it was a custom name. Okay, cool. We got the Bosco class monitor just launched. We did a name for that. Ooh, the Lullaby of Fallen. So this is going to join the Jovian Assault Fleet. And I need to go there. No, I just got it to join the wrong fleet. Damn it. What was that ship called? Oh no. Oh, I can't remember what that ship was called. Because I just got it to join the wrong fleet. Devilfish, Blade of Blazing Sun, Ring of Hellfire. This tell me... Ah. The Reliant. There it is there. I put it in the wrong fleet. So first I need to rename it. It's called the Lullaby of Fallen. And then I need to transfer it out of this fleet. So I need to split fleet. We need to get the Lullaby of Fallen out. There it is there. Split fleet, and then I need to move it into the other fleet. So I need to go to just mathematicians. I need to click merge fleet, and I need to merge it with Romeo 420. No, the other way around. I need to select Romeo 420. So let's cancel this. Select Romeo 420. This is what we're talking about with the interface just being a little bit frustrating, and merge there. Cool. Okay, it's in the right fleet now. That also means I can build another ship here. So we've got 2 Polaris, we've got 2 Maya. Let's get another Polaris and another Maya on the way. So this is going to be a Polaris here. Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought build. Imagine a fleet advancing upon you with names like Sun Devouring Serpent and Lullaby of the Fallen. Yeah. Calcination is new. Yeah, that's great. It was called their line. Thanks, Terra. I got there in the end. Right alongside 1, 2, 3, fasten your seatbelts. That's a great name. I did find it, yes. Alright, back to Earth. Okay, so New Zealand is ours. It's going to take... it's actually 177 days to form a government in Auckland. 102 days still in Australia. And how long did we have for the Caliphate before the Caliphate could start taking places over? For Saudi Arabia, it's going to be the 13th of July, which is pretty soon. Okay, so we'll start working that out pretty quickly. In terms of Earth just to get through Earth quickly. Unrest is looking great. We'll hit New Zealand, we'll hit Australia. So we'll switch to Council Review.
Standing by for orders.
You can do New Zealand, Chuck.
We'll turn down the heat.
Guy Fawkes, you can do Australia.
What's the op?
Then after that, we need to hit
Where do you
Caribbean and EU.
We'll turn down the heat.
So Quiet, you can do the EU. Fire,
Ready
you can
to
do the
go.
Caribbean. And I need to check that date
Where
again
do
because I
you
keep
need
forgetting what it is. So
Restoring
Caribbean can join the America on the 14th of August. That's still a while away. Then we've got Distal. What's next after the Caribbean and EU? The PDL is got a little bit of unrest. Let's actually get you to advise America. That'll get us a little bit more income from there. And we'll get Jeremy. I apologize, European Union, but Jeremy Clarkdad is going to advise you. I always do that.
I will help
Okay.
them.
You will help them, will you? And let's unpause the game.
I will help them. Offering support.
So what we need to do is we need to check the strength of the fleet of the bases around Jupiter and see what their strength is. Yeah, I know we're getting bombarded. There's not much I can do about it right now, unfortunately. Okay, they destroy the mining complex. That's pretty much the end of that station.
Things are cooling off.
Violence is abating.
Order is returning.
Okay, so if we look at Ganymede here,
Things
they've
are
got two
stabilizing.
stations. They've got Swift Justice, which has a strength of 3.7k, and they've got Rising Wave, which is 3.8k. So we need to make sure that the Just Mathematicians fleet is about 4k at least before we send it into combat. So it's gonna have to be a pretty big fleet, which is why the research that we're running here on independent habitats is going to be huge. It's going to be a game changer. I just love all the ship names we're getting, honestly. They're one of my favorite things about playing this. Is just getting to see those ship names. Okay. So it's June now. So we've got 86 days for Australia to form a government. What else do we want to do? We're waiting on... I think we're waiting on a crash test ship to be built, I think. Yeah, waiting on 30 days for a crash test cruiser. We'll get our first Mayas in 22 days, which is pretty cool. What we could do... It's probably a bit early, but we'll get the Mars interceptors to attack the shipyard soon. The servant stations pretty soon. Let's just focus on Earth for now. So unrest is looking pretty good apart from Australia and New Zealand, so we'll focus on getting those down again.
We'll make things safe.
Ready for my mission.
I'm actually going to get 2 people
Standing by.
to work on New Zealand just to be
Restore
safe.
Peace to this nation.
Ready to go.
They're just randomly the USS
At your
Infinity. That's great.
Your orders.
And then we're going to get Quiet to advise the EU.
Lending
We're going to
my
get
expertise.
Distal to advise the United States of America.
Acknowledged.
And we're going to get Clarkdad to advise the
Offering
Pacific Defense
assistance.
League.
Ready for your orders. Standing by for orders.
Standing by.
Alright, and that's confirmed assignments.
Lending my expertise.
Offering counsel.
Offering support. Offering assistance.
There's a lot of waiting around in this game. We're kind of just waiting for stuff to happen at the moment. I am going at the max speed that we can move time forward at.
Violence is abating.
We also have to be ready.
Cooling off.
We also have to be ready to intercept Doomfleet in next year when it arrives. We have to make sure that we have a decent enough fleet to do that. We have to amalgamate the Mathematicians and the Jovian Assault Fleet. Those are some great ship names. The HMS Dreadnought and Warspite to HMS Gay Viking. Those are such great ship names. I would love... Okay. Regina... Oh, I spelled that wrong. Regina's got its ring, but I need to fix the name. Let's do that really quickly. Okay, we'll let that build up. All right, another turn ticks over. So we're just going to do what we always do, which is check unrest. Unrest is high in Australia and nowhere else. So we'll spend a turn dealing with that. So Chuck... Oh no, Chuck has some aliens to fight in Thailand.
Heading to the LZ.
We'll get Guy to do a surveil in Thailand, just to see if there's anything weird going on over there.
Initiating
A little bit
surveillance.
concerned about that's popped up.
Standing by.
Then we'll do a stabilization in Australia.
We'll turn down the heat.
Then we'll get Quiet to advise Europe.
I will
We'll
help
get
them.
Distal to advise
my mission.
America.
Offering
And we'll get Clark Dad
Ready
to
for my
advise the
mission.
PDL. Alright.
Offering counsel.
That's that turn done. We're probably going to take over the world, TRM, at some point, yeah.
Offering support.
Except for all the countries that have been absolutely ruined, they're
Eyes
just
up.
too small to deal with.
Offering assistance. Offering support.
We're also going to kick all of the other factions out of Mars, I think. We'll leave humanity first. Independent habitats is done. That's just dropped our mission control use by 100. That's such a great technology. I'm so happy we managed to get that researched. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. That's a game changer.
Things are stable.
That gives us so much more breathing room for our fleets going forward. Oh, we got our first Polaris Mark 1 Dreadnought. So it needs to join the Mathematicians. And we need to go there. Oh, cool. That's another one. Join the Mathematicians. Okay, so that's 2 new fleets that have been added to the Mathematicians. So we need names for them. If your economy sucks, you can't be part of the New World Order. I'll eventually fix them, T-Ram. They're just not going to join straight away. So the Polaris Mark 1 is the first one that needs a new name. And that new name is going to be... Hunter's Winds. Hunters... Oops. I quite like that the Resistance fleet doesn't have like an HMS or a USS or UNC prefix. They just give, like, it's like the crew just name their ship when they're given to it. It depends on the culture and the background that they're from. So now that Australia and New Zealand are under control of the... it's a Maya that needs to be renamed. Of the Resistance, we're now getting some of their names, is how I'm like playing out. This is the Wild-Hearted Beast. Which is fair considering it's got so many phaser batteries on it. You can see the batteries down the length of the ship here. These quad batteries here and here. And then it's also got a massive forward cannon as well. Okay. We need to lay down some more ships. Ship construction. What else do we need to build for this fleet? We need more firepower, really. So I'm going to build another Polaris and I'm going to build another Maya. There would be so many Millennium Falcons, even Hawks and Rust Buckets, yeah. And Russinantes. There'll be so many Russinantes.
Target secured.
You made me laugh, T-Ram. What's this? We've got another ship launched. Crash Ship Mars 3. Okay, we've got our other marine ship, so we're going to get them to do something now. So let's give that ship a name. That's the other Crayon Cav ship. So that's the Crash Test Mark 3, which needs to be renamed. No, that's so that we just got Black Mesa, but that's already the name of a space station. So this is the Balio. That feels like a word I've seen before, but I can't place it. Save. All right, that's done. Now we need to get them to transfer. So I want to send them to Mars. They need to go to Hearbeat Dwarf Station. Transfer. When they get there, we're going to start clearing out the enemies from around that planet. Now I need to do some work on Earth. First things first, Distal needs to defend America before I forget to do it, because that would be really bad. We'd lose America, we'd lose the game. Alright, now, unrest on Earth. At the moment, we've got 2.2 unrest in Australia, 1.1 unrest in the PDL, so those are the ones I really need to worry about. Looks like we didn't detect anything in the Thailand area. Yeah, no aliens or anything, no weird contacts. So you defend Australia.
Restoring order.
You defend the
Ready to
PDL.
go.
How long do you have left on
Ready for
Caribbean? I think
my
it's
mission.
August. The Caribbean's ready to
We'll
go.
make things safe.
14th of August.
What's
So
up?
next month they're good. And then quiet, you can just advise in the EU.
Offering assistance.
Fire, you can advise in the
Acknowledged.
US.
Offering
And
assistance.
Clark Dad, you can advise in the PDL.
I
And
will help
we'll
them.
get that's
on your
everybody.
side.
Confirm. Okay.
Offering counsel.
I will help them.
The turn cycle does
Securing
get a
our
little
control.
bit repetitive if you
Lending
play
my
this for too long, I find.
expertise.
Band ship names Enterprise, Normandy, Titanic. We definitely need a Titanic. Yeah, there's a whole playlist with all of the VODs on it, Spartan Laser. It's a long... This is our 30-second stream for this game. Oh, you might hear her, but the puppy is dreaming, so she's dream barking right now.
Violence is abating.
You might hear just very
Things are
quietly
cooling
her
off.
dream barking. Okay, they're working on bombarding all of my mines, which is annoying. What are you referring to there, Squall? Captain Smith of the Rocinante. What's that? 200 and... I don't actually know what LC for Roman numerals. Alright, nothing really happened there. How long do we have left on the Carry-On Cavalry transfer? They're going to arrive on the 26th of July, so they'll arrive later this term. Yeah, what's weird though? What are you finding that's weird? Distal, I need you to defend the EU,
Making things safe for our people.
and then we need to check
Locking in.
unrest. So 1.7 in Australia, 1 in the Caribbean. Nostromo for yeah, that's a good nostalgic one.
Ready for orders.
So you can defend Australia,
We'll make things safe.
you can defend the
Where
Caribbean,
do you need me?
Where to?
the Mary Celeste.
Ready for orders.
Ready to go.
We need a pupper cam. Yeah, maybe one day I can sort a pupper cam out. See if I hit 10k subs. That'll be what I do. We'll do a pupper reveal, like a live pupper cam. What else was I gonna do? I don't think we've got any other rest to worry about. Nah, everything else is pretty good. Well, maybe just do a little bit of unrest clearing in the EU, just so that doesn't get too
We'll
high.
restore peace to this
Fire,
nation.
you can advise
Standing by
here,
for
and Jeremy Clark Dad,
Orders?
you can advise in the EU.
Offering assistance.
Confirm. We get some nice big Titan classes, yeah. We haven't actually designed any Titans yet. I don't actually think... I think we were waiting for fusion technology. I think we were waiting for antimatter propulsion before we could design any Titans.
Securing our interests.
Ah, it's 62, I get you, yeah. LC means 50, but the C is unneeded, okay.
I will help them.
I
You can-
brought you on
Oh.
board, Doctor, because I believe you're the only one who can pull this off. The good news is that, if I'm wrong, there'll be no one left to tell me about it.
So we've got electrostatic
Commander
plasma
Fiona
confinement, which
Iwadi,
isn't really a
engineering
research I was
briefing.
that excited to get. I just grabbed it because we needed to grab the research, so that's done. I'm just gonna keep researching stuff now because there's no reason not to. Peon Torch is about to complete, which is a huge upgrade, I believe. It's just as long as we have enough antimatter to make it work. Our antimatter income's gone up to 0.26, which is quite a big. Oh, okay. Pion torches are available, which gives us the Pion Torch. There's nothing else I want to research here. And we got a mining defense station at... Okay, cool. That's another place up and running. And Callisto. Alright. So now we can, if we wanted to, I'm probably not going to do it right now, but we could actually update all of our ship designs to have Pion torches. We could also look at designing our first Titan. Well, she's not a scientist, to be fair, Derp. She's just the leader. So we've got drive. We've got the Pion torch. Yeah. Steady anti-proton hydrogen reactions generate charged pions that are guided by a magnetic field, rendering tremendous thrust. So this needs 5 antimatter per tank. And we're probably going to need a lot of tanks. So we need a lot of antimatter. I'm not going to be able to design it properly because we're going to need... So we'll need the full amount of engines, and we'll probably need about 40 tanks. Maybe 30 tanks. And how do we build this? Well, we want a nose weapon. We'd probably want to go for a plasma nose weapon. So we've got the choice between the heavy plasma cannon Mark III, which was probably what we'd give it. We'd also want to use this ship model. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely want to go for this ship model. Now, it's got 6, 7, 8 hull weapon slots. No, it's not. It's got 6 hull weapon slots. So you probably want to go for lasers with this. You could put in a triple battery. Shame I can't turn these side on and fit them in here. What you might do is put a point defense system in. So go for 2-point defense phaser turrets at the back. Something like that. I'd have to sit down and really think this out. We also need to take... It's basically a Yamato cannon, yeah. Then obviously we need power plant. We would have to take an antimatter beam core reactor. That's the only thing we can take. For battery, we would obviously take the quantum battery. It's the best battery in the game. For radiators, we take the tin droplet radiator. It's the best radiator in the game. And then we've got all these utility modules to play with, including ECM Mark III. We don't need outpost kits. Don't need component armor, magazine. Can't take any of this. It's all disabled. We could take advanced laser engines. We could also take an antimatter spiker, which gives us a 50% bonus to thrust. So we'd probably take one of those. We need to sit on the Discord, I think, and design this ship. I'm not going to do the whole thing right now because I haven't got all the technology available for us. And right now, to build this thing is going to require 150 antimatter, which we just don't have yet. And I don't want to build Titans until we can equip them with antimatter drives. So we're just going to leave that aside right now. We're not going to upgrade anything to antimatter yet, but that's good to know. We need to get Black Mesa Station properly up and running. It's just taking a long time to build. In fact, can we do another upgrade at Black Mesa while we're waiting?
Violence is abating.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Where's Black Mesa? There it is. Nope. This is in the parallel. I can't see Black Mesa Station. There it is. Yeah, I can do another Super Collider upgrade. So we need to build another power plant. So let's do that first. Where's power? Power. So I want another solar farm. And then I can build another Super Collider. Okay, that's like heavy investment in this. So what do we still need for this? Is it water? No, we're not close on water. We're not short on anything. We're just not ready to build more, apparently. Okay, that's fine. Oh, cool. The European Union has launched a new navy. I forgot we were still working on that. Electrostatic confinement fusion reactor. I don't think we need this, so we'll just close that. Resistance Fleet Crayon Cavalry has completed transfer. Excellent. So what we want to do now is we want to take care of this servant station in orbit around Mars. And as far as I can see, it has no defenses at all. It's got a defense of 0. So we're going to send in the Mighty Martians, the Martian fleet. It's going to transfer to the servant station here. They're going to go now. And then we're going to send in Crayon Cavalry behind them once they've engaged. I had the best results colonizing Mercury for synthetic antimatter. Personally, aliens love shutting up my Mercury. They haven't hit Mercury in a long time for me. But Mercury is where my Black Mesa station is at the moment. Oh, I forgot to dispatch... hang on. I should have had a battle there and I didn't. What's going on? I don't want to destroy the... Oh, it's got no weapons. It can't defend itself. I sent the fleet here expecting a fight, but there's no weapons, so it can't defend itself. Well, you can transfer here, and we'll we'll send the Martian fleet to the servant station then, which also doesn't have any weapons. Amazing. Well, you guys can go back to the shipyard then. And we'll just get the Marines to clear up. It's okay, I wanted to get rid of the Protectorate and the servants. Alright, so now we can get these guys to assault the Hab. You've got a 100% chance to take it. Let's see how much damage they do. So right now, veteran Marines are cruising through the station. Oh, turn ended before I could find out. We're getting a little bit tight on control points. We need to watch out for that. It is the 1st of August. When does this tick over? 14th of August. So basically next turn we'll be able to bring the Caribbean into the United States of North America. Yeah, we're just showing them that, you know, the power that we have in Mars orbit. Exactly, TRM. Let's close all this. So unrest is currently still high in Australia. Australia is having a hard time just chilling out under our rule, but that's fine. They will learn.
We'll turn
And
down
then
the heat.
nobody else is
Orders.
really panicking that much, so we'll just do a bunch of advice missions this turn.
Standing by.
So you can advise the EU,
Offering counsel.
you can advise the
Acknowledged.
USA,
I
And-
will help them.
you can advise the
I'm
PDL,
Offering support.
you can advise
Where to?
the Australia, please,
I will help.
and Clark Dad can do a little bit of unrest work in Saudi
We'll
Arabia.
restore peace to this nation.
Offering counsel.
Offering support.
Space, great. We've got some more space defenses online in America. That's excellent.
Offering assistance.
Offering assistance.
The exhaust vent at the end of the maintenance trench. Funny. Okay, this fleet is starting to get closer to Jupiter, so we do need to be aware of that. Alright, we captured the station. Let's see how much damage they did. Great work, Marines. And now we want to abandon the station. Decommission hab. Because I don't want it. And now we'll send Crayon Cavalry to the servant station. And we'll get them to destroy that as well. And that way it's not an atrocity for destroying the station. Okay, they're assaulting that hab as well now.
Things are stabilizing. Things are cooling off.
Okay, we got another Polaris Dreadnought built, so we need a name for that. I wonder if this is some meta commentary. But this ship is called Let's Play Another Game. Let's play another game is the name of the ship. A proud warship of humanity. What's the combat power of this fleet at now? 1.1k. So it's going up quite quickly. That's good. Oh, we need to lay down another ship. Need to make sure we're just pumping ships out at the moment. It's really important. Cool, we captured that station. I'll check that. We'll check that just now, because I want to see how much damage they caused. Jeez, the Marines don't make a bit of a mess, don't they, when they take these stations? Alright, we're going to abandon this place as well. And then back to ship construction. Callisto. And we've got a slot free here. Let's get another Polaris under construction. Alright, back to this view here. Shoulder fire rocket launchers in inappropriate circumstances. Yeah, pretty much. Most disappointing we don't commit atrocities. I think we committed one atrocity by accident at the start of the campaign. I've got a feeling we did. A big part of the biggest disappointment when others don't commit atrocities. That's true. Did we commit any atrocities at the start of the campaign? I don't know if it'll tell us, actually. Alright, well, I think this is a good point to call it, because I'm getting really tired and I'm starting to just kind of skip through turns. And this is not a game where you can actually afford to do that. You need to keep an eye on what's going on. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. It's a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but that's fine. We got a Terra Invicta stream out. I think we made some really good progress. The fact that we have the Mathematicians fleet up and running is fantastic. We're getting ready to take Jupiter, and I'm really excited for that. But I'm going to leave things here. I'll be around tomorrow. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure what time I'm going to get home. I could do a stream, or I might actually. I'll probably just record some more Xenonauts, and then I've got a community stream on Saturday. Now I've got the times mixed up on Discord. I need to fix that, but the event is the correct time. So it's 12 midday my time, which is early evening US time, which unfortunately is very early in the morning for EU. But since America can't get to join these streams, I thought I'd give them the first community stream I've had in a while. But yeah, we'll keep pumping out Xenonauts. I do want to get High Fleet up and running soon. We'll get that sorted. I've got Armored Core 3 working as well, so we'll kick that off on Tuesday. And I've bought Armored Core 6. It's pre-ordered, so we just need to get the Elgato so that I can do the streaming of that as well. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been really good fun playing this with you, your comments. Like, you helped me out so much with this game. I can't state enough that, like, I would not be this far if it wasn't for all the help I get from chat. So I really, really appreciate that. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next stream. But for now, catch you later. Ciao. And don't worry, I didn't forget to save the game.